Hi everyone, this is Erica, and I'm here with the Pisces Intuition, here to bring you the end of December, beginning of January reading for Geminis. So let's get started. What do we have here? So I asked Spirit, what was the love energy for Geminis from the Romance Angels? First card out I got is Let Your Friends Help. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So, what I get from this is you may be at a crossroad. You may be feeling some type of way about your love life, and you may need to consult someone else. You may need an impartial, um, someone to give you some impartial advice. Someone's not too emotionally um, invested in this situation. So this may be let your friends help, let a counselor help, let someone help you give you insight about things that you don't understand about relationships. The next card I got out was the Ace of Pentacles. So once you let your friends help, the universe is trying to offer you something very substantial. See that pentacle? It's trying to give you something solid, something that solid, tangible, has a great foundation. They're offering you something, but it's only after you get that advice you need, that clarity that you need, that you're able to see what the universe is trying to give you. Because it may not look, act, or be like what you expected in your head. They're trying to offer you something. So I moved on. Next, I asked about your love interest. This is a sign for your love interest. I asked, what is the romantic energy between you and them? December, end of December to the beginning of January. I got past life relationship. You have known each other before. So I get this is someone that you've dealt with, someone you've had relationships with, someone from your past lifetime, past years, someone from your past. You've had connections with this person before, and I feel like that's why you may need some information, some unbiased information, because in the past it may have not worked, but you see that the universe is offering you something new, substantial, that's solid. It's being offered this month. So I went ahead and I asked, what did your love interest need to surrender in reference to this love situation? What did they need to surrender? And I got surrender stubbornness. If you are tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you to communicate more levelly with others and yourself. So I get that this person that you have a past life relationship or a previous relationship can be a bit stubborn. When things don't go their way, when they feel like should be going a certain way, there may be tension and they need to release that and examine what is driving me to feel this way. Why am I feeling this way? Always bring it back to yourself. So the next card that two cards popped out. So the next card that popped out for your love interest, they need to surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in in your life. So I get that your love interest may have some resentments about this situation. Maybe the way it ended. Maybe some things that happened in the relationship. So maybe when you guys had this relationship, one person may have been a little serious, and the other person was kind of like, yeah, I like you. But this person here, I feel like this person that you're dealing with was a very deep person. So they need to surrender the resentments from the past and let them go. Because again, forgiving without forgetting is like counterproductive. So they need to surrender their resentments. I asked what their guides wanted them to know in reference to this relationship, and I got be yourself. Be yourself. So we're gonna read about be yourself. Be authentic to you. Don't be who someone else wants you to be. And I guess that's why I say that you may not recognize because it's not what you're expecting. This person is going to surrender the resentment. They're going to surrender the stubbornness and just be themselves. And when they be they're themselves, you probably be like, wow, like if you would have done this a long time ago, like I would have been on you. So be yourself. Let's see. So I got you chose to incarnate in this physical dimension for a clear reason and purpose. You chose the correct circumstances to learn specific lessons. If you stray from the original path because of peer pressure, feelings of wanting to fit in, the need for acceptance, fear of judgment, or discrimination, then the experience that your higher self has chosen to invest its energy and focus on have been for naught. If this card appears in your spread, examine some emotions, traits, or desires that reflect your true self being stifled or hidden because you are afraid of presenting them to an unaccepting world. Be aware that concealing your true colors is like giving your GPS incorrect coordinates of your location. You will be hopelessly lost. Let your true light shine because all those things that are meant to be drawn to you shall find their way. So yeah, they coming out with that shit, baby. They gonna be themselves. If they like you, they gonna let you know. Be yourself. The next card from the guys is stay open minded. So I believe that they need to stay open minded about the situation, even if you guys experienced some times that were not so great. They need to stay open minded. Release those resentments. Release the resentments, surrender those, and surrender being stubborn because you felt like a situation should have went a certain way the first time. So let's read about stay open minded. So it says your soul is in a constant state of evolution. It evolves in the spirit world as well as the physical. But it is in the physical destinations like Earth that your soul grows exponentially. The lessons you learn while experiencing the illusion of separateness are so profound, and the paths that unfold before you can be surprising. That is why it is important to be open to change. New people, new ways of living, new beliefs, new events are always a part of the soul's journey on earth. To remain rigid in your thinking, stubbornness, to remain rigid in your thinking can prevent you from being introduced to new ideas that will enrich your adventure here on life. You won't be able to see this if you're stubborn, you're resentful, you're thinking in the same manner. Life is about transition, and when you remain receptive, you can experiment while you are fulfilling your blueprint. As you familiarize yourself with this card, picture the river that begins in the mountains and ends in the sea. This is your life trajectory, but there are many um, tributaries that you can take and still reach your destination. Be open to investigating all these avenues that intrigue you. Some will prove invaluable and you may not want to stay a while and others may not. But to experience them is what all that matters. So I get that they may have felt like before going down this road in this relationship didn't quite take them to the ocean or the sea of love that they were looking for. So they had to stay open minded about this situation here. Because just because it didn't go as planned the first time, you may have had to learn lessons that will give you the tools to better maneuver and handle situations in love. So from the tarot, I got the Empress. So I see this person that's gonna be abundant, honey. They're gonna be creative. They're gonna grow. Everything that they touching gonna be abundant. It's gonna be full, um, creative, passionate growth. So this person is growing by surrendering stubbornness, by also the resentment. She is loving. She's mother. She's a caring person. She's abundant. She's fertile. This person is growing over here as they begin to stay open minded and be authentic and true to themselves. honey. Yes. And what did they want you to know from the Whispers of Love? I got card number 33. Beautiful cards. So they wanted you to know to appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. She's abundant. She's growth. She's creativity. So this is card number 33 for the Whispers of Love. So I believe that this person is growing. They had some insecurities, some doubts, some stubbornness, some things in their mind that they had to change perspective, be open to learning new things, experiencing new things, being abundant, being creative. So 33, appreciate this moment. Challenging circumstances rarely make sense at the time. It is important to face what is happening so you can learn the lessons. Ooh, what I tell you, they had to learn these lessons. Ask the angels to show you what is important in this moment. Learn how to be. Try sitting in silence for a few moments every day. This will help you to become conscious of your feelings. Take in the world around you instead of rushing through your day. Tune into the sights and sounds around you. It is important to practice being in the moment. Turn off your mobile phone and find ways to be engaged in whatever is happening instead of looking for an escape. Become aware of your thinking. Take note of what you are worrying about. Then bring yourself back to this moment and focus your attention on the present. Those resentments leave the past in the past. You cannot change the past. You have to honor the present because it is a gift and daydream about the future. A maiden is wearing a crown of seashells, gazes into the couch filled with a beautiful image. The seashells represent creativity. As though we said, creativity, abundance, fertility, baby, all of that. Represents creativity, imagination, and shared emotions. Um, a conch shell is blown to begin special events or announce an arrival. This may indicate good news or a new beginning. You do not need to do anything other than have gratitude for what's in front of you now. So this card also made me forget that, yeah, some of you may be, partners may be expecting a baby, expecting a rebirth in a pregnancy, like a rebirth in this relationship. The conception of, the gestation of, the birth of, the rebirth of a relationship. But we have to appreciate the moment. The present moment right now is a gift. We cannot focus on the past and what did not go right. We have to enjoy what is being gifted to us, honey. What's being gifted to us at this present time? It's a gift from the universe. They're offering you something. And it's stable, it's solid, it's tangible. It is. So, yeah, that was fabulous. Let's go on to the next one. How are you feeling? And our romance angel said, you're feeling like giving this relationship a chance. Working on your partnership with this person. You understand what went wrong. You may have consulted with some people and they gave you advice that was non biased and it led you to the point where you knew that this relationship needed some work. What do you need to surrender? Surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right by yielding, not rigid. This will this will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. Let them be right sometimes. You don't always have to be right. It doesn't always have to be a battle. We can agree to disagree. It's okay. It's a part of relationships. You also need to surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from the heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. In regards to giving this relationship a chance, speak to your angels about it. Set your intentions. How do you want to give this relationship a try? What actions are you going to take? Speak them into your prayer, and it will be heard by divine, and divine will assist you in this relationship and knowing which direction to go in, what energy to put in, what things do you need um, to be better at to strengthen you in this relationship. I also um, got a message from your guys, and it says learn from your mistakes. If in the past your biggest mistake was always having to be right, learn from it. Agree to disagree. Let other people be right. There's no need to always be right because we're not always right. We learn different things every day. So I'm gonna read learn from your mistakes. So it says, Earth is a schoolroom. Your higher self has chosen to enroll in this dimension to learn lessons that the spirit world does not teach quickly. Congratulate yourself for the bravery it takes to leave the comfort of feeling at one with everything and choosing to experience a sensation of separateness. While you go about your tasks, you are expected to make mistakes. Having said that, it is the wise soul who always learns from them. Learn on earth to continually learn on earth continually presents you with challenges, and the quick learners find that they are presented with fewer struggles. If this card appears in your spread, your guides are reminding you that the more you use the knowledge of past experience when confronted with a life lesson, the less often the lessons will be presented to you. Take responsibility for the mistake and do not look or blame another for the consequences. Instead, blame Instead of blame, move into a state of understanding and acceptance of the lesson. In doing so, you will not need to repeat this behavior in future interactions. In life, there are no failures, just possibilities of doing something differently than you've used to by using the knowledge of past experience. So yes, learn from your mistakes. Learn um, from your mistakes so that you can give your relationship a chance, so that you can proceed in the correct path, so you can pass those tests, so you can move forward in this relationship. And yes, you got partnership. So I know that you want to give this relationship a chance. You want this fair, equal love exchange. In love, you want give and take. You want fairness. You want honesty. You want this love with this person. You want it, but you have to give yourself a give the right. Pray, pray about this situation, and your guides will never lead you wrong. So yes, honey, you are in love, Gemini. And what do you want this person? So we got number 9. This may be significant to some of you. It says slow down, pause, and allow things to unfold. So my personal interpretation, I'm getting that someone is moving a little too fast, and it may be this person over here. You want to you want to take it slowly. I know Geminis are very lighthearted. They don't like heavy love. They like to take things slow, free, fun, rebellious. So this person over here may be moving a little too fast for you, and you want them to slow down. So let's read card number 9. It says, everything in your life is in divine order. There's no need to rush nor hurry. In your excitement, you may overlook the importance of enjoying the creative process. Getting to the goal is half the fun. You might also miss guidance or messages when you do not allow things to unfold naturally. Regroup and release the need to race to wherever you feel you need to be. Slowing down will allow you to appreciate what is in front of you. Embrace this moment. There is nowhere you need to be that will not be there later. Recognize the importance of making time to take pleasure in the journey. You know, they said over here about going through the river to get to the ocean. Yeah, it's about the journey. Slowing down will also help you be more aware of what's going on for you. Find a quiet place to sit and gift yourself the opportunity to be in nature without any interruptions. This may mean disconnecting from your cellular device. Observe what's going on for you spiritually. Listen to your thoughts and identify your feelings. As you pray, surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. So you might need to take a quick break, a moment without your cellular, your cell phone, and go out to nature and just sit there and observe what thoughts and identify your feelings on this relationship. It says a woman lies in repose with her hair falling around her in a maze. The maze may reflect the complexity of your thoughts, Gemini, and confusion over where to go next. A pair of candles stand above, illuminating and protecting the woman. The candles depict the archangels, and the flame symbolizes the energy of Archangel Michael, the archangel of protection. Know you have help as you make some special time to reflect and gain guidance. So, yes, you may need some time alone to kind of get your thoughts together, to surrender to prayer, to figure out how are you going to give this love relationship a fair chance this time. How are you going to work on your partnership? How are you going to create this equal reciprocity of give and take? So, yes, that's what I got for the Gemini side. As far as the outcome of the situation, I got make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. Somebody who wasn't making the effort before needs to make the effort, because I feel like one person was totally gun ho in the situation from day one. They came in showering you with all the love, affection, attention, the calls, the text, the everything. So the person who maybe didn't give this a fair shot the previous time needs to make the effort. And I feel that the person who did all the work in the beginning, who showed their true tenacity and true devotion to the relationship, needs to surrender non-action. Now is the time for them to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on their own power, and they need to let others come to them. So the person who exerted all this energy, all this strength, all this love, all this compassion, it's time for them to sit back and let somebody else make the effort. So I did see that in the outcome. And by doing so, the painful cycle of betrayal, of feeling like, wow, I've done everything that I needed to do in this relationship and it never seemed to work. So by the person who didn't make the effort before and the person who put everything to their day on there, killed themselves into this relation, it's time for them to complete this cycle. This over. Next cycle. After the 10, you start at 1 again. That's clarity. So as they non-act and they let you come to them or whoever, their energies are interchangeable. As they end this cycle, they begin again and find clarity in this relationship. So this is the end of a cycle. I also got, after you made the effort and they surrender to not acting and they complete this cycle, that you have to trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. You have to have faith that this situation is divinely guided. After you make the effort, you plant your seeds that they're going to grow. You have to trust it in your heart that this will grow. Surrender to praying. Surrender to stubbornness. Surrender to resentment. Because when you trust, you plant that seed and you leave it on the altar or whatever you call it, the universe delivers tangible, something solid, something commitment, something earthly. This is solid. Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. And then calling for you to have the faith, you have to surrender to the wisdom of your body. You have to listen to your body's messages about a person or a situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. But if you feel energized and happy, move forward. Understand your body. What is the universe trying to tell you about the situation? Is it the perfect love? Are you not receiving what they're offering you? Understand your body. You also need to surrender stress. It says take a few breaths and exhale tension you've built up in your body. Let stress go as you come back to your center. Center yourself. Disconnect from the world. Unplug your cell phone. Turn it off. Do not disturb, whatever it may be. Connect with your thoughts. Write them down. How are you feeling? Let the stress go about this situation. And finally, it says that you need to surrender your fear of intimacy. You're ready to let love in compassionately, identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. They need to be right. Resentment, stubbornness, surrender all of those. And don't be afraid of being intimate with another person. And I always tell people intimacy is not more so on a sexual level for me. Intimacy is like the star card, being naked in front of somebody and accepting them for their flaws. When you go over someone's house and you're not looking your best, but that don't matter because they know who you are. When you intimately kiss another, I feel like it's a euphoric feeling. So don't be afraid to be intimate, to be your trio self that you are in the dark when nobody's looking. Um, your real thoughts, your uncut version of yourself. Don't be afraid to be intimate and show your partner the side of yourself. And trust that when you do that, they're not gonna leave you. They're gonna want to come closer to you. And I got the death card. When you trust and you allow the situation, the old skin to die off, there's a rebirth. There's going to be a rebirth in this partnership. You have to let it die. The world is giving you a gift from the universe, partnership. Let it die. They're gonna give you something, a new, refreshed partnership, tangible. So I hope you guys enjoy. Oh no! I'm sorry. Messages from our guides, angels. Release and surrender. We shower you with blessings of our radiant love. Open your arms and release the challenges that you've held tightly gripped within your hands. Open your hands, arms, and heart to our love and assistance. Anything that's holding you back in this partnership from giving it a try, you have to release and surrender it. You have to make the effort. You have to trust that this situation is going to work out fine. You got to let your friends help you, give you advice. The advice you may not even want to hear. You got to listen. So this is release and surrender. Let's see. Release and surrender said the angels bring you this card because you've been trying to fix this situation single-handedly. They love to help you and answer your prayers, but first you need to surrender and release the situation. Surrender simply means that you're tired of struggling. It means emotionally letting go with faith that the divine wisdom of spirit, which includes your higher self, can do a better job. Surrender doesn't mean you're giving up or that you want to be controlled. Through surrender, you'll be assured of a better outcome. If you need help with surrender, ask your angels to assist you. Don't worry about how your prayer will be answered. Let God figure out the details. Be willing to ask for help. Be willing. Be willing to ask and receive help. Release tension and the need to control, and things will go better. Avoid any power struggles in your relationship. Simply own your power, and you won't have to fight for it. Own it. What did it say? Surrender to the prayer. Surrender your need to always be right. Surrender your resentment and your stubbornness over here. Release and surrender. It's coming. God got you. Spirit got you. So over here for our final ones, we got two cards for the Whispers of Love. The first one is 47. This might be significant to some people. It says physical touch. A tender touch can mean so much. You see how this man is touching her and she's going from a statue and she's transforming from the simple touch. The simple things that mean so much. The intimacy, being intimate, touching hands, holding hands, rubbing the back, giving a hug, tickling, anything. It's okay to touch. It means so much. And 27, I got that card as well. It says spiritual connection. A relationship has a connection that goes far beyond this lifetime. They feel it, they know it. Past life, spiritual. So this is a confirmation that this might be someone from your past, like this lifetime, but past lifetimes you spent together. So let's read about 27. It says everything happens for a reason. Some people come into your life to help you learn lessons, and they will make a real impact on your life. Whether it be with a lover, a primary partner, or a relationship for growth, that's the Empress. Relationship for growth, spiritual connection is important to you now. This card very gently reminds you to allow the universe to support you. You might be trying to control aspects of your life that are not within your power. When a connection has a spiritual basis, nurture it with love and surrender. Put a situation into the hands of the divine and ask that the outcome be for the highest good of all involved. A situation may be asking you to stretch yourself. Know that you're going to grow and expand. Might be stretching you to your whole limits. Whole limits. Maybe stretching you to a whole new cycle. Stretching you to grow and expand. So it says it may be stretching you to grow and stretch yourself. Know that you're going to grow and expand during this phase, but try not to lose yourself. It says be yourself here. Be yourself, even though you're going through this. Um, Communicate your needs and wants and listen to what is being shared. Two people look intently into each other's eyes, revealing the deep trust that exists between them. Their gaze exemplifies their strong connections. A cord that seems to originate from their crown chakras connects the two individuals and illustrates their strengthening spiritual bond. Take a moment to consider the unity that exists even when you're at odds with another. Consider how much can be revealed through love and understanding. Let that sit on the brain. Yeah, definitely. It's beautiful. I love these cards. So, that was your reading, Gemini. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, and subscribe below. I definitely am going to try to incorporate more readings. Share your love stories below. I love to communicate. I love to hear what you think about my readings. I'm a student. I definitely can handle constructive criticism. I'm learning. I'm building my craft here. So I would love to hear your thoughts about my reading. If it resonated, that's great. If it didn't, it wasn't for you. I ask Spirit to give me the message for the people that will be drawn here. So hopefully it does resonate. I would love to hear your feedback. Support is always welcome. Yeah, I'm just trying this and trying to build and give people insight. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed this reading and you all have a great day.